and thank you for joining me. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I have been tagged in a video by my awesome friend Lily. She's Lily Spurgeon on YouTube and she has a really good channel. Really, you should check her out. She just has this dry little sense of humor, and on top of how entertaining she is with everything, she has a lot of great product knowledge and does some killer nail polish demos. So definitely check her out. This is Fall Favorites tag. And the first question is, what is your favorite fall candle? So I don't really have specific candles for specific months of the year. I kind of have a few that I like all the time. My absolute favorite is actually, this would be better for probably winter tag, but it is a pine scented, it's really probably more for winter because it has a lot of pine to it. And this is by Archipelago or Archipelago, I'm not quite sure. I originally liked Gap years ago, had a pine scented holiday candle that I loved. And it's very similar to Winter at Bath & Body Works, which I also absolutely love. But I can only get those in winter, and if I don't stock up enough, sometimes I can find these at Ross or TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And so this is the candle, but interesting story about this candle. This almost just burnt down one of our bathrooms because my husband was in there and then he lit the candle, and when he struck the wooden match, I guess a little tiny piece of an ember must have fallen down on the little fake plant that was down there, and he was luckily talking to me and he saw the corner of his eye like a flicker, and he's like, oh my god, and he runs in there. There were like 4-foot high flames. He grabbed the pot, he threw it in the shower, and he put water on it, and then I ran behind him and I grabbed the towel and I was putting out the little tiny fires because that plant had dropped, and luckily the floor in there is marble, so nothing caught on fire. So, nothing else other than that. We wrecked one of the walls and all that, but it all worked out, and he was a very good fireman. Key learning, only strike your matches like over something that is not flammable at all, because that can happen. The second thing is, what is your favorite fall lip color? So I'm fairly, light-skinned, and so I don't wear like a ton of dark colors on my lips, even in fall, although I'll go a little bit darker. So my two favorites right now, I'd say, are, this is Tarte Lip Surgeons, and this is Decadence. And it's a really pretty, color, I think, for fall for me. I have it on right now. I did put a little bit of a light gloss in the middle, but I think this is here. Let me just roll down my little sleeve here, and let me show you. I'll swatch it so you can see what it looks like here. So I really like this because I feel like it looks holiday-ish. It's got kind of a little bit of a, berry-ish look to it. So I really like this one. The other one I really like is this one. It's by Tom Ford, and it's Cherry Lush, and looks like this. Haven't really used it very much. And it's really, kind of a pinky red. And I like this a lot. So I will break this out during the holidays. I only got it last year, so I haven't really worn it much. And I usually put it on by just dabbing a little bit. I don't usually go for the full-on as dark red as I can get look. So I really like this one a lot. So my favorite drink, I love hot tea. I love hot tea all year round. And I drink it even more as it gets colder and colder. So I would say probably for fall, hot tea. And I like, chamomile citrus. There's one by Taza that's like an apple cinnamon, and it's almost like you're having a cinnamony apple when you're drinking it, and that's really good. And I like all the normal, black teas, green teas, so I don't know, I don't think I really go to a certain tea more. But if we're talking alcoholic beverages, I do love when it's the champagne with some of the pomegranate liqueur in it. That's always yummy. And it seems very kind of fallish and festive because you've got pomegranate in it. So I like that a lot too. For favorite blush, again, I don't go with something a ton darker because I'm pretty fair. But I did recently get the Makeup Geek set that they had for half price. And I've been playing with these a lot. And, because if I'm wearing more of this color of lipstick, I'm probably going more to kind of kind of these pinky looks, but I've also been playing with these like more around Halloween. I was doing more of these kind of browny, orangey, peachy kind of colors. So I don't have just one, but I'm just playing with these because they're new. Favorite clothing item? I really like these shirts that have these little sleeves in them. This is by Lululemon, and they had a really good sale on Black Friday, and picked up a couple of these shirts that were like, God, I think they were under half the price. So that was, yeah, they were totally less than half price. So that was awesome. I really like these because they're cozy, and then you have built-in gloves all the time. And then I also have pants. I don't know how to really exactly show you this, but they're kind of like a, pant on the outside like this, but then they have a built-in little like they're Wonder Unders. These are Lululemon too. This is called the Dog Runner pant, and I love it because like for kids soccer games, I mean, not that I've been going to those anymore lately because my kids aren't playing soccer right now, but if you're going to be freezing yourself to death, these really keep you warm because you've got the 2 layers. So I think that for fall and winter, these are some of my favorite things to wear. And I love scarves. I've got tons of scarves and love wearing scarves. The next one, favorite fall movie. I think that one's kind of difficult because, I mean, we don't really watch a particular movie in fall. I mean, at, Christmas time, it's easy. We watch, the Christmas Vacation movie, and of course, Wonderful Life and all that. But for fall, I don't know, maybe the Hunger Games, because for the last several years, there's always a new Hunger Games movie, but those are over now. So I guess I would have to say Hunger Games because that's the only thing I can say consistently we've been watching in November. So for favorite fall TV shows, that's the next question. I'm not sure because I did like a lot of shows in fall. I love The Blacklist. I love Grimm. I've been really enjoying that new one, Blind Spot's been pretty darn good. And, Once Upon a Time and Rain. And then, I don't know, fall just has so many great shows because that's when all the pilots come out. Oh, but for funny, The Goldbergs. Love The Goldbergs. That is just so funny. Favorite Thanksgiving food. I just like a bite of turkey with a bite of mashed potato and a bite of gravy. That's just like kind of my favorite thing I can think of for Thanksgiving food. Just love that. The last question is my favorite Halloween costume. Okay, that has to be my Glenda the Good Witch costume. I love Halloween. I've got a ton of Halloween costumes. I love dressing up. And my friend helped me make this. Well, she did all the sewing. I did lots of the gluing of the stars and stuff all over the big skirt and everything. And I'll look for a picture and put it up here if I can find it. I know we took it with the kids a long, long, long time ago. So if I can find that, I'll put it up there. But that is my absolute favorite Halloween costume I have ever worn. And then my friend, she had made one of those for herself. And she'd made one for her daughter. So when Danielle was old enough to wear her daughter's, Danielle was in one too. So hopefully I can find this picture. So that is the end of the fall favorites tag. So now I have to tag a few people in the fall favorites before we get to winter here. And I guess if you don't have time to make this video for fall, just change this to winter favorites and just tell me all your favorite things for winter. And I would like to tag Susan W. You probably figured I was going to tag you, didn't you? Jenn Chapman, the Plainest Jane, the Glam Moms, Jenn and Rochelle, Ellie at Ellko, Nathalie TheBeautyDiva, All That Beauty by Lori, and Sophie Vizanti. And hopefully I did not just say your last name wrong. Yesenia Cuevas. Oh, and if you want to play this too and you don't have a YouTube channel, just put in the comments below. I'd love to know what everyone else's favorites are for fall or winter. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day or evening wherever you are.